between the single-A affiliates of the Colorado Rockies and Los Angeles Dodgers. Let's go through the Grizzlies starting lineup once again, presented by Toyota under manager Steve Solis. Lean off and playing center field, number 24, Caleb Hobson. Batting second, the first baseman, number 22, Nick Guile. Batting third, the third baseman, number 7, Andy Perez. Batting fourth, the left fielder, number 31, G.J. Hill. Batting fifth, the shortstop, number 3, Braylon Wimmer. Batting sixth, the second baseman, number 1, Luis Mendez. Batting seventh, the right fielder, number 28, Fadrio Cruz. Batting eighth, the catcher, Darius Perry. And batting ninth, the DH, number 8, Tevin Tucker. So it'll be Hobson in center, Guile at first, Perez at third, Hill in left field, Wimmer at short, Mendez at second, Cruz in right, Perry catching, Tucker is the DH, and on the bump for your Fresno Tigers is the right-hander, number 51, McCade Brown. No record, a 6 ERA. Welcome back to Chukchansi Park. McCade Brown making his first start in Fresno, his second start with the Grizzlies. He pitched last week in Modesto as he is coming back from Tommy John surgery. McCade Brown will take on Kendall George to start tonight's game as we are ready for baseball. So McCade Brown will work out the full windup, and here comes tonight's first pitch. He will wind and deal, and it's outside for a ball at 6:58 p.m., and we are underway here at Chukchansi Park. Here comes the 1-0, and it is swung on and missed. Count of 1 ball and 1 strike. So again, first pitch at 6:58 p.m. It is 90 degrees, clear skies, 13-mile-per-hour winds out to right field as the 1-1 is inside. Count now at 2 balls and a strike. A beautiful night for baseball here in downtown Fresno as we are underway. Here comes the 2-1 as Brown will wind and deal. And it swung on and missed. 96 on the fastball on the outside part of the plate to Kendall George, the number 10 prospect in the Dodgers system, the leadoff hitter for the Quakes. No home runs, but known for his speed. As here comes the 2-2, and it's fouled off as George stays alive. Kendall George was the Dodgers' first-round draft pick in 2023, born in Humboldt, Texas. Split time between the ACL Dodgers and Rancho Cucamonga in 2023. Was counted 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's Brown's offering, and it's fouled off once again. So Kendall George plays center field for the Quakes, and we've seen the speed so far in this series for George, which included a single just the other day, using his speed to get on first. As here comes the 2-2 inside, and the count now at 3 balls and 2 strikes. As McCade Brown takes on Kendall George. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here comes the pitch from Brown. And it is a check swing and fouled off again. And we'll do it again at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Home plate umpire Gabe Vargas. Over on the bases, Tyler Vandewater. As George spoiling a couple pitches. Here's number 9 of the pitch, and it's a fly ball out to center field. A long run. Who's it going to be? It's the left fielder in Hill making the play. Both the left fielder in Hill and the center fielder Hobson were converging on one another, and that is an out. As George is retired one away for second baseman Jarrell Perez. That ball was really in no man's land, but Fresno, 2 speedy outfielders. Hill, the left fielder, made a catch where his glove was way up in the air. I wonder if that ball would have dropped if Hill did not extend right there. As here comes the pitch now to Jarrell Perez. And there's a called strike, counted 0-1. Hill and Hobson, the left and center fielder for Fresno, are really 2 center fielders. This Grizzlies outfield very fast. As here comes the 0-1 from Brown. And it is swung on and missed. Counted 1 ball, or no balls and 2 strikes. As as McCade Brown takes on the number 17 prospect in the Dodgers system, according to MLB.com. No balls, 2 strikes as Brown gets ready once again. He will wind and deal. And it's high, count of 1 ball and 2 strikes. Perez has led this offense all year long for the Quakes. A .281 batting average, 8 homers, 28 RBI. Here comes the 1-2 as Brown will wind and deal. It's outside, 2 balls and 2 strikes. McCade Brown expected to just go 3 innings in tonight's contest as he is recovering from Tommy John surgery. Not a rehab outing for Brown, but he is trying to get back into full gear. As here's a high pop-up. This is drifting in foul territory. Now in fair, Guile races over, and the first baseman makes the catch. 2 outs now. That ball was in the air for a long time, and 2 away for right fielder Josue De Paula, the number 2 prospect in the Dodgers system. Tonight, the Fresno Grizzlies transform into the Fresno Tigers, so they are sporting their Fresno Tigers jerseys for the first and only time this year. As here's the pitch from Brown, he will wind and deal. And it's a called strike, counted 0-1. They are cream unis with black sleeves that run up all the way to the neck. As here comes the 0-1 from Brown. And it is inside, count at 1-1. Fresno's run across the front in red/maroon. They have the black cap, the red bill, the Tigers on the cap. And patch on the sleeve of that Tigers logo as it's fouled off by De Paula, count at 1-2. They have black numbers on the back of those jerseys, and the Grizzlies wearing the cream pants to go along with the cream unis. As here's the 1-2, and it's swung on and missed. De Paula is out, and McCade Brown has a 1-2-3 inning. We head to the bottom of the first. We'll be back right after this.
Leading off the top of the second inning.
Well, Chuck Chansey Park. Top of the second inning, 1-0 Fresno leads Rancho Cucamonga as Samuel Munoz will lead things off against right-hander McCade Brown as Fresno an early 1-0 lead thanks to Nick Giles' solo shot to right field. As here comes the pitch, and that's a line drive, and that's fair down the right field line. Munoz looking for extra bases. In the corner goes Cruz, and Munoz will stop at second with a leadoff double. So nice start for Rancho Cucamonga here in the second inning as it brings up Carlos Rojas, the Rancho Cucamonga catcher. Now, Rojas had a big game just 2 nights ago for the Quakes. He had a home run, double, and 4 of the 6 RBI for Rancho Cucamonga. As here's a mound visit between Brown and Darius Perry. So Rojas now an opportunity to tie this game up or give the Quakes the lead here in the top of the second inning. As the mound visit is over between Perry and McCade Brown. Top of the second inning, 1-0. As we said, the Grizzlies transforming into the Fresno Tigers wearing their Fresno Tigers unis. Rancho Cucamonga in Dodger blue. Here comes the pitch from McCade Brown. Looks back the runner. And it is outside. Count at 1-0. McCade Brown, no record, a 6 ERA. His second start since returning from injury. Had Tommy John surgery last year. Pitched for the Grizzlies in 2022, was their workhorse. As here comes the 1-0 from the right-hander. And it is a fly ball out to right field. A long run, and it's caught by the right fielder in Cruz. And the throw to third is absolutely perfect. As Rojas is retired, 1 away. As here comes first baseman in Logan Wagner. So McCade Brown back with Fresno, and he said he's so excited to be back at Chuck Chansey Park, one of the most beautiful venues he's been to. He actually compared it the other day on our interview to Wrigley Field with the amazing, amazing crowd. The fans get excited, the promotions, the atmosphere, and so great crowd on hand for Saturday Night Baseball for McCade Brown. As here comes the first pitch to Logan Wagner, and we're going to have a pitch clock violation. Count at 1 ball and no strikes as Brown trying to say why was there a pitch clock violation. He thought he had some time. As Brown will come set, here comes the 1-0 now to Logan Wagner. And it's a called strike. Count at 1-1. Logan Wagner, the switch-hitting first baseman, has had a great series. He has been a big surprise for the Quakes in this series. Wagner yesterday reached base twice. As here comes the 1-1. And there's a fastball inside. Counted 2 balls and a strike. The night before for Wagner, he had a leadoff double. And then prior to that, an RBI single. That was back on Thursday. He had a home run back on Tuesday. And the Quakes lost as here's a fly ball out to deep center field. Hobson's racing back. He's at the wall, and it's gone. Well, we just mentioned Wagner homered on Tuesday. He has homered once again, his 4th homer of the season, and it's 2-1 Quakes, just like that. A double and now a 2-run shot for Logan Wagner. And it is 2-1 Rancho Cucamonga. They have used the long ball over the past couple of nights. Second hit allowed by Brown. And now 2 runs. It's 2-1 Quakes as here comes third baseman Oswaldo Osorio. Osorio is tonight's Dutch Bros strikeout batter as Brown gets ready. Here comes his first pitch. And it's a called strike. Count at 0-1. McCade Brown worked 3 innings in his last start. He allowed 2 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned, so same as tonight so far. But he had 2 walks and 3 strikeouts. As that swung on and missed, count at 0-2. Brown is 6'6", 225 pounds, 23 years old from Normal, Illinois. As that is swung on and missed, and Osorio quickly down on strikes, and the Dutch Bros strikeout batter is out. So 2 outs now. That's the second punch out for Brown. As the crowd will be rewarded with some Dutch Bros. As here comes shortstop Sean McLean. Brown went to Indiana, drafted in the 3rd round by the Rockies in 2021. As the pitch is inside, count of 1 ball and no strikes. McCade Brown, very good arm, good fastball, curveball, slider, and changeup. Here's his 1-0, and that is a called strike. Count at 1-1. So 2-1 Quakes here in the top of the second inning as McCade Brown working through a home run. Here comes the pitch. Swung on and missed. Good slider on the outside part of the plate. Count now at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Great movement for Brown as here comes his 1-2 offering to McLean. And a slider again that misses. 2 balls and 2 strikes. McCade Brown, big frame. The former Hoosier looking to strike out McLean. Here's the 2-2. And it's a pop-up. Sound like a broken bat. And Guile, the first baseman in foul territory, will make the catch near the Grizzlies dugout to end the inning. But a home run from Logan Wagner makes it 2-1 Quakes. We'll be back right after this. Welcome back to downtown Fresno, California at beautiful Chuck Chansey Park. Top of the 3rd inning, 2-1 Rancho Cucamonga leads Fresno. As McCade Brown will wind and deal, and the first pitch is swung on and missed by Juan Alonso. Alonso has homered in back-to-back games, has 3 on the season. 31 RBI for the 9-hole hitter for the Quakes. As the 0-1's outside, count of 1 ball and 1 strike. Against McCade Brown, this will be his final inning as left-hander Isaiah Coupe is warming in the pen. Here comes the pitch, and that is outside. 2 balls and a strike. McCade Brown made 18 starts with the Grizzlies in 2022. His 2nd start this year after returning from injury. Here's the 2-1, and that's a high pop-up. This one is drifting towards the crowd in left field, and it will end up a foul ball. Count now at 2 balls and 2 strikes. As Alonso stays alive. So Fresno, the last half inning, They had 2 hits thanks to Mendez and Cruz, but they left all 3 on base. So Fresno already 3 left on base in tonight's contest. Here comes the pitch, and it's a line drive for Alonso into left field. A base hit, a leadoff single as Alonso continues to power the baseball. 3rd hit for the Quakes as it brings up center fielder in Kendall George. The Fresno Grizzlies would like to thank Chicken Shack for providing tonight's press box food. Chicken Shack has the freshest chicken in the valley. You can have your choice of fingers, wings, salads, wraps, and the famous buffalo chicken fries. There are 6 locations around the Central Valley ready to serve you today. As there's a called strike to George, count it 0-1. Shack it up your way at the Chicken Shack. We thank Chicken Shack for being a proud partner of your Fresno Grizzlies here in the top of the 3rd. No balls, 1 strike as Brown will come set. Here comes the pitch, and it swung on and missed. George way ahead of the breaking ball in the dirt, counted no balls and 2 strikes. That might have been an off-speed pitch on the changeup. No balls, 2 strikes. They're on June 15th. So no balls, 2 strikes as Brown at 39 pitches. Here's the 0-2. And it swung on and missed as George down on strikes. And that is the 3rd punch out for Brown. As here comes second baseman Jarrell Perez, runner at first with 1 out. So George now 0 for 2. And now to Perez. As Brown, maybe 1 more batter, see if he can get a double play ball right here. Here comes the pitch. And it is outside, count of 1 ball and no strikes. Jarrell Perez, he is listed at 6 feet, 179 pounds from La Romana, Dominican Republic. Here's the pitch. That's a called strike. Good fastball. Grooved in there at 93. The count now at 1-1. McCade Brown will come set now at 42 pitches. Here comes the offering to Perez. And it is a called strike. Count at 1-2. Good fastball at 93. That clipped the inside portion of the plate. Perez not happy with the call. So count now 1 ball and 2 strikes. As Brown looks in, has only allowed a 2-run homer to Logan Wagner. Here's the 1-2. And it is just high. Count it 2 balls and 2 strikes as Perry trying to get the call from home plate umpire and Gabe Vargas. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Brown will come set around the belt. Here's the pitch. And it's a line drive into left field, and that is a base hit. Up with it is left fielder Hill. He'll throw the ball back in as the runner Alonso will stop at second. So Perez with a single as well. Alonso to second. That's the 2nd hit of the inning. 4th by the Quakes. As here comes Josue De Paula, the number 2 prospect in the Dodgers system. So 1st and 2nd with 1 out. Now Brown at 45 pitches. As manager Steve Solis at the top step of the dugout. Brown will face De Paula, though, as here comes the pitch. And it's low, count of 1 ball and no strikes. Stu Fleslin III is now in the bullpen for Fresno. As here comes Rolando Garza, the Grizzlies pitching coach, to talk to right-hander McCade Brown. Yellow Dog Signs and Graphics is your one-stop shop for all custom-made signs, banners, wraps, and graphics here in the Central Valley. When you choose Yellow Dog, you're choosing premium, high-quality products, and excellent customer service, all at a competitive price point. You can visit yellowdoggraphics.com to request a free quote or give them a call at 559-435-6263 today. Yellow Dog Signs and Graphics, bring your best ideas to life. And we thank Yellow Dog Signs and Graphics for being a proud partner of your Fresno Grizzlies here in the top of the 3rd. Here comes the pitch from Brown to DePaula. And it is inside. 2 balls and no strikes. McCade Brown, as we said, returning from injury. Brown, in his final start with the Grizzlies in 2022, felt something uncomfortable after his outing. As here's the pitch. That's a called strike, and the count at 2-1. What initially looked like to be a quick fix ended up changing before spring training ended in 2023. Brown said that something was not right when pitching, and so he underwent Tommy John surgery. Here's the 2-1. That's a fly ball to right field. It's hit well, and that ball is gone. A similar spot to where Nick Geil had his home run, a 3-run shot, and it's 5-1 Quakes. Second home run allowed by Brown, and a long ball again for Rancho Cucamonga. So DePaula, the home run. Perez scores as well. And Juan Alonso, both of them had singles prior to the 3-run shots. Third hit of the inning, and now 3 runs. So now it's 5-1 here in the third. And here comes manager Steve Solis, and that will do it for McCade Brown. Did not go well in his second outing in a Fresno uniform this year for Brown, as we will have a pitching change right after this.